Hello, everybody. It's Vinyl Richie here with What the Fuck Is This Shit Doing in Vinyl Richie's Record Collection. Part 6. Part 3 was my disco, and I forgot to show my KC and the Sunshine Band. You can't do that. This has Boogie Shoes, Get Down Tonight. I think those were the two singles. And I have one other KC and the Sunshine Band. This has Shake, 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 Shake Your Booty. And I'm Your Boogeyman. Gatefold. And that pretty much is all the disco I have. This one here, part 6, it's kind of, I'm not sure what to call it. I'm going to probably just end up calling it easy listening. Some of it's vocal, male vocal, female vocal, jazz vocal. But I'm going to call it easy listening. First one here, Bobby Goldsboro. I showed this a long time ago in my only thrift store vinyl finds. I don't really go to thrift stores to look for vinyl. It's not worth it. There's nothing here. It takes too much time, and maybe I'll find something after 100 hours. I don't have 100 hours to spend. I did know the song Honey. I never really cared for that back in the 60s, and guess what? I don't care for this album. It's horrible. I'll be trading this one in. This one here I bought in the early 80s in the dollar bins. Anita Bryant, The World of the Lonely People. Now that song, The World of the Lonely People, it's more of like a teen idol type song. It has more of a upbeat than your typical easy listening, but the majority of the songs is easy listening style. So I include it, and it's a pretty cool album. That's a keeper. Ella Fitzgerald. This is the best of Ella Fitzgerald. It's a 2-album set. I bought this in the late 70s when I was in college. And I remember putting side one on and a Tisket a Tasket came on. And I'm thinking, oh, I'm not going to like this. But pretty much I like the rest of the album. It's just that first song on side one that's... Connie Francis, Who's Sorry Now? I don't really remember this. I know her. And I know I listened to this a couple of years ago. Not that long ago. And I really did like it. But I'm not going to buy any more. I'm not going to go hogs wild like... Me, Mr. Mayo, he has a shitload of Connie Francis. Now this one I do like a lot too. Spanish Eyes, Al Martino. This is a really good album. This was my mom and dad's. Cool album. Bobby Darin, Mac the Knife. I don't remember this album all that much. But I couldn't have been that bad or it would have been gone by now. Mr. Cool, Dean Martin. This is my only Dean Martin album. I wouldn't mind getting a few more of his. This is pretty cool. His Capitol years. And then the first easy listening artist that I really got into, my mom was a big fan. And this is Frank Sinatra. This is my oldest of his. This is from his Columbia days. This is probably a 60s pressing though. I have a couple more. Oh yeah, there it is. I liked Frank Sinatra back in the early 70s when I was listening to hard rock, and I really dug Frank Sinatra. I know some people, they don't care for him. They don't like this style of music, but his vocal delivery is just very original and very he could sing the phone book probably and it would sound good. This is my only album from his Capitol output, which is actually, they're really good albums from the early 50s. This is the best of Frank Sinatra. It's got Young at Heart, All the Way, Witchcraft, Chicago, Come Dance with Me, Nice and Easy. Really, really good output. This is a good starting point. This only has like 10 songs, but you can get CDs now with probably an hour or more's worth of material. Now to my reprise stuff. This is All Alone. Frank Sinatra. This is the one that came out after that. This is Sinatra Basie. This is a pretty cool album. Frank Sinatra, Count Basie. I bought this one also in the late 70s when I was in college. Strangers in the Night. This is one of my favorites. I think Strangers in the Night is a fantastic song. And then it's followed with Summer Wind. I mean, that's just a great way to start an album. Just as good as Meet the Beatles, you know. And then I didn't think I had any Christmas albums, and it turns out I do. The Sinatra Family, Wish You a Merry Christmas. That's pretty cool. Another one that's really good is Frank Sinatra Cycles from that mid to late 60s. Kind of weird. There's a picture of him with Tiny Tim. And for some reason I left this one in the shrink wrap. But I bought this in the late 70s too. $4.99 at Music Plus. Another one. My Way. It's got the famous song My Way on it. Great album. And then a little bit later, this might be this is 71. Yeah, this is 70s. This is a really cool album. It's Frank Sinatra and Company with Antonio Carlos Jobim, Don Costa, and Emir Deodato. Really good album. And then one more from the 70s. It's my last Sinatra album. He does have some other stuff in the 70s I wouldn't mind getting. She Said, She Shot Me Down. I wouldn't mind getting New York, New York on an album. But yeah, that's my easy listening. What the fuck is easy listening doing into a punk rockers record collection, you know? What the hell? Take care. I just want to say, I'm making these when I wake up. So if my hair's a little fucked up or whatever, sorry. I'm probably going to make one more of these. What the fuck? Take care, guys and gals. Take care.